Welcome back, guys. It's episode 2 of a Woman's Point of View podcast. My name is Darnell, and today we've always got special guests, but we've got another special guest with us today. I'm going to let her introduce herself. So, what's your name?
Hi.
Where are you from? How old are you? What do you do?
Oh, good. Hi, my name is Deborah. I'm 32 from South London.
It's
It's not that I'm close. I'm from South London. And yeah, I work 9 to 5 and, just everyday life,
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for coming on, by the way. I'm
you
going to do
for
something a
having me.
bit different. So
Okay.
everyone that comes on, you're going to get a little present for coming on the show. So these TSM Fitness water bottles that I sell on my website, I'm going to put the link somewhere in the description or maybe on the screen. So Deborah, one of them's for you, and the other one's for actually Maria behind the camera. She doesn't know yet, but one's for you as well. Yeah,
Ooh,
welcome.
goodies.
Yeah, so you can put your colour in because we made the second one. All right, just to get us nice and warm, just to kind of break the ice, we do a quick fire round. So just 8 questions.
Oh, Lord.
I based the 8 questions around you.
Oh, Lord.
They're a mix of like fitness and kind of other questions that I think relate to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Before we start, what country are you from?
I'm Nigerian.
So hence some of the questions that are gonna come. Making more sense.
Oh, God.
All right, cool. Quick fire. You got 5 seconds.
Oh,
yeah?
God.
All right, cool. Nigerian or Ghanaian jollof?
Obviously Nigerian jollof. I don't know why people are asking me this question. It's Nigerian jollof all the way, every day. Sorry, guys.
AM or PM sessions in the gym? AM
Sorry?
or PM?
Oh, PM.
PM, yeah. I knew you say that. Always see you in the gym.
PM.
PM.
Hate AM.
Afro beats or bashment?
Afrobeats, sorry.
Lower body or upper body?
You know what? Now it's upper body
Okay.
for me. Before, back in the day, it was lower body, but now it's upper body for me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna say this one. Weights or cardio?
Weights. Who likes cardio?
Nights in or nights out?
You know what? I don't know because I'm an ambivert, so I could do extrovert and introvert. So,
Okay.
but most of the time I will say nights in.
Nights in, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Whiz Kid or Burner Boy?
Burner Boy.
Burner Boy, yeah. Okay. Your favorite and least favorite exercise in the gym?
Who? Okay.
Let's
I
start
would
with your favorite.
say
What's
my
your favorite?
favorite right now, I would say, but I have like 2 different favorites for upper body and lower body. So it
Let's
depends.
go into that actually. That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
So
go into
okay,
that.
I would say upper body favorite for me would be lat pull downs,
Okay.
and then lower body I would say RDLs now.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got the technique down.
Yeah.
I got the technique down. I can use barbells, no dumbbells.
No dumbbells.
Yeah, I can use barbells now.
Okay.
So, and least
that.
favorite lower body obviously would be Bulgarian split squats. Whoever invented that needs to go to hell. Okay. Yeah, Bulgarian split squats is not the one.
That is
And I would
everyone's
say
favorite.
upper body would be the chest press
Okay, is that
machine.
the plate loading machine?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, nice.
Oh, actually, no. Smith machine.
Oh,
Doing
Smith
it,
machine.
doing on the swing. Yeah, no, not for me.
Okay, cool. So that's the quick fire. That's a quick fire round. So before we even get into your fitness journey,
Yeah.
do you remember your first day in the gym?
Fam.
How long have you been training actually? Let's start off with that one actually.
Listen, let's not go into this because my training has fluctuated. So
Okay.
it's like I start, then I stop for a while, then I come back, then I go for a while, then I come back and I go for a while. So I'm not new to the gym. I will say like I started gymming in my 20s, but I would say doing it properly will be like late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
So like literally not too long ago. Probably, how long have I been at Pure Gym actually?
So just for a bit of context actually, so I used to be a manager at Pure Gym. I left in January this year. I was there for about almost 2 years. And that's how we actually know each other. So I was there from 2020, summer of 2020.
So basically lockdown.
No, that would have been after lockdown. I think that was that?
Because 2020 was lockdown.
2022, sorry.
Okay.
Summer 2022.
Yeah.
And then I left in the end of January 2024. And I'm sure you was there from the...
Before.
Yeah,
from this...
because when I started, you was already like, in the gym and stuff.
Yeah, so I would say, okay, let's just start from like when you started. Because I would say, because obviously the pandemic, I stopped gymming for a bit. So then coming back, so yeah, I would say 2022, I started gymming properly, but I'm not new to the gym. So I've been gymming before that, but it wasn't consistent, if that makes sense. So,
yeah. Was there anything like that made it inconsistent, or what got you in like the swing of things? Of like, yeah, cool.
Like
You're
to
going
start doing
to
it
actually
properly.
start going in like properly. Was there something, or was you just got in the swing of things?
I would say what started to go properly was I actually started to enjoy it. So I
Okay.
didn't see it as like I had to work out. So I started to enjoy it like, and because I work from home, so I've been working from home since 2022 non-stop. So there's no office, there's nothing. So there's nowhere for me to go. I'm at home, wake up, eat, sleep, working from home. So it's like another thing to like leave the house to do as well, and just get my mind off certain things like stress and all that stuff. So I would say I started to enjoy the gym a lot more for me to start going and being consistent. And yeah, just trying to keep fit, to be honest, because like being at home 24/7, especially if I don't go out on the weekends, I'm home basically 7 days a week. And everything gets delivered to my house. So I don't need to leave. Yeah, Amazon, food shopping delivered. So there's no need to leave your house, really.
Was there anything that changed that made you enjoy it? Like,
do you know what? I would say what made me enjoy it was, what made me feel more comfortable and enjoy it was after my breast reduction surgery.
Okay, we're definitely going to dive into that.
Yeah, so yeah, after my breast reduction surgery, and then also being able to, I feel like I understand what people say that if you look good, you feel good. So like I was able to wear certain gym outfits and I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable, sorry. And I felt like, yeah, I started to enjoy it a little bit more. And obviously certain people that see difference, because when you look in the mirror every day, you're like, I don't see anything. I don't see no difference. Then it can like discourage you and be like, okay, you know what, I might as well just quit. But then going into the gym, certain people like we know in the gym will be like, oh, you look a little bit leaner, you look this. And I'm like, I don't see nothing, but okay, thank you. So then you'll be like, okay, let me just keep it going. So yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, I guess. You know?
100. And you made a good point, because it's like, because we see ourselves every day, you don't really see the differences, but people might see in the gym, like they might catch you like once every couple weeks or whatever. They will notice it. Like, and that definitely does motivate you, because you must be doing something right if people around you actually notice it, and it's multiple people, so it's not someone just trying to gas you up, but it's like it's multiple people like
the gym community your back.
Literally. And talking about gym community, so obviously I'm not going to bet out the location, but that particular Pure Gym is such a vibe. It's
definitely.
in South. I'm not going to say where it is.
Yeah.
It's in South as a Pure Gym. It is such a vibe. And even like from the outside looking in, it looks like you have so much confidence, because I want to ask you where your confidence comes from, because obviously I was in the gym 4 hours a week, and I always used to see you in the evening, and like a lot of women, they may shy away from weights and something. Deborah is the complete opposite. There could be bad guys in the gym. You're going in there chest high, like, let's get this done. Yeah, so I want to know kind of how, like, because you said properly since 2022, but from the outside looking in, it's like you've been training for a lot longer than that, just because of the way you carry yourself and how confident you are. So yeah, where did that confidence actually come from?
You know what? People won't believe it if I tell you that my confidence wasn't like that. Do you know what it is?
I can never believe
exactly.
that.
People will never believe it.
That.
Like obviously people have bad days, and they'll be like, oh, I don't feel this good. I don't feel like this. I don't feel like that. Oh, I look ugly. I look this. This is too big. This is too small. But I would say my confidence, I don't know, to be honest. I feel like I said, once you look good, you feel good. So then that confidence builds within you. You get me? So it's like, when I'm wearing my like little Gymshark, well, actually I don't wear Gymshark, but Gymshark if you want to. But you know, when I'm wearing like, you know, Francis has his own brand.
Big up Francis.
Big up Francis.
Clothing. Listen, I'm gonna put his Instagram in here as well. Clothing banging. I have some of his clothing as well.
Yeah. I got two of his pieces, like, you know, so it's like, okay, I can wear this, because before, like I said, before breast reduction surgery, I couldn't wear certain things girls I see in the gym. And I would say that social media does mess with girls' heads. I've got that on my list. Yeah, it does mess with girls' heads. Like, why can't I look like this? If I dress like this, I don't look like this. But I just tend to realize that you have to learn to be comfortable within your own skin. 100%. Like, you have to. I started to embrace certain things that I didn't like about myself. Like, for example, my forehead. I got the whammiest forehead ever. You would never catch me doing braids, but my hairdresser gave me the confidence, and I thought, you know what? I'm getting older. Who cares? If people want to say I'm ugly, then that's their business. That's their own opinion. Same way if I could be walking down the road and be like, ooh, this person's not nice, but you know. But I just had to like, it's something I just had to deal with within myself. And confidence, obviously, I come into the gym with, you know.
Listen, the two guys Deborah comes to the gym with, security. So I feel like that's part of it as well. No one can chat to these. I ain't telling you because these two big Nigerian men, hench. No one's
tattoos,
exactly.
like just
so
with the
Deborah
beard
comes to the
gang.
gym with security. Abby even does security.
I'm so done. I'm finished.
So I feel like essentially that helps as well because
Yeah.
those two guys in particular that I'm talking about, they've been training for years and they're respected in the gym. They get along with everybody in the gym.
Yeah.
And I said this in the last episode to Rachel, a lot of people think, the henches guys, they're scary. No, they're actually the friendliest guys because they know how it feels starting off. They've got all the experience. They're actually the most helpful. So that's actually backs up my point that I said on that one as well.
Yeah.
I definitely did want to touch on social media. Just before I do touch on social media, how do you kind of balance, like you said, your work? I used to see you consistently in the gym, your nutrition, just lifestyle, like going out with friends and stuff. How do you find that balance? Do you have like a plan that you follow? How do you do that?
Well, I would say I tend to, it's just a routine. And I feel like once you do it every day, it just becomes like a normal thing to you. And it's like inbuilt in you and it's built in your brain. So it's like, none of my friends can call me and say, hey, let's go out on a Wednesday or Tuesday because they know Deborah ain't turning up. No, I'm not doing it with you. Because they know that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't play. That's my gym days. Unless it's like I have to travel somewhere once in a while. But they know those days, Deborah's always in the gym between 5 and 7 or whatever. So that's my time to go to the gym. Wednesdays are my day off.
Okay.
And weekends are my days off.
Okay.
But balancing it out, it's just a routine because I work Monday to Friday. So that's like a normal day-to-day 8 to 4:30 routine for me. And then obviously gymming. But going out with my friends, I tend to not shy away from that. Anyone that's on my Snap knows that Deborah's always outside. Like I got that vibe of outside, but there's times when I'm outside, I'm inside. So it's like, I just balance it, to be honest. Like it's not every day that I want to be outside. And I'm not going to lie, bouncing back after a night out, it's long. When I was in my 20s, I could bounce back, go out the next day. But now it takes me like 3 days.
I'm on day parties now. I can't lie because you go out, you come back at 4.
Yeah.
It might be a Saturday night, your whole Sunday right off. You go to day parties, you get home 10, 11, you can operate the same the day after. Like, I'm on that as well.
Yeah, I wish I could do day parties. I'm so sorry, I'm Nigerian, I'm always late. I can't do it. And I like to sleep.
She was even late today.
I was late today. I'm not going to lie to you. I was late today, but it's like, I don't know what it is. It's just day parties. I like to sleep during the afternoon. I'm more like a day sleeper than a night sleeper. That's the downside about my sleeping habits. It takes me a while to get to bed during the nighttime. So daytimes is very.
At least you got that, like you said, you got that balance. It's not deep, like you're still training. You need to enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
Like you can't just be training. You can't just be going out. You need that kind of balance. Do you have like a set like routine you do? So you said you go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
Do you have like a set routine that you follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
What
So
does that look
like Mondays I do upper body.
Okay.
Tuesdays is lower body. Thursdays is upper body. Fridays lower body. So I do. So whatever exercises I don't get to do on the first 2 days, like the lower and upper, I incorporate in the last 2 days. So it's like, okay, if I do lower body on a Tuesday, I'll do probably like 4 or 5 exercises. Good. And then if I can't fit the one that I want to do, then I'll do it on the next one. So I try to split it between glutes and hamstrings and then glutes and quads. So
that's a great point that Deborah made there because it's like 4-day split. We call it a 4-day split. The split that she is currently training, she gets to train her upper body twice, her lower body twice, and again she's working different muscle groups and that. So that's a great split, and that's a lot of split that I've got my clients on as well. So that's good that you got that routine.
Yeah.
So social media that I wanted to talk about and go on to. Yeah, because I feel like number one in terms of like our own training, what we should do. There's a lot out there.
Yeah.
But again, just in terms of like appearance and stuff, that also has a lot of impact on us, men and women, I would say as well. So how has that helped you? How has that done for you?
I guess it depends on everybody's different mindset. For me, seeing certain fitness influencers, like I tend to follow the ones that have the before and after, because then I know, okay, this person really worked for it. Because when I look at certain, like when I scroll on my For You page, like there's a lot of gym content that comes up because I'm always like typing in TikTok and Instagram, like what other exercises I can do and something that I could probably just try out in the gym. most of these females are like already toned, already lean. There's nothing before, like, okay, how did they work? How long have they worked? So I do tend to, like, every girl, I tend to forget that this is social media. They're only putting out what they want you to see. So it's not their everyday life. And it's more of a motivation, to be honest. I'm like, okay, if this girl can do it, I can do it. Yeah, it's gonna, like, you do tend to forget that, oh, it's gonna take time. Some girls, like, we just want instant results, but it doesn't work like that. Like, it's gonna take time, and that's where I tend to mess up a bit in my mind, like, oh, it's not working, I'm not seeing any difference. But then I just try to keep that consistency, like, okay, keep going, keep pushing. And having Abby behind me too.
See,
Like,
to be like pushy,
like,
yeah.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
And that's good because like we mentioned about, like, I feel like everyone now wants short-term results. You have to make it like a lifestyle. Like you've got your set days. Like you said, no one can shout you on those certain days because it's a lifestyle now. You made it a habit, so you're naturally just gonna hit your goals because it's a routine for you. It's not like I don't know, I might be going at beef in 2 months. I need to get fit for that, and afterwards you're back to routine. It's not that. It's like whatever you got going on, you're just gonna keep that going. So that's good. So let's also talk about PCOS because I feel like a lot of people don't know what PCOS is. Over the years, I've trained a lot of women with PCOS. So I don't know if this is 100% true, but I've seen a stat somewhere that's about 1 in 10 women have it. But a lot of people don't even know what it is and the side effects that come with it and how it affects your training. So if you could, like, give me, like, a definition of what PCOS is for the people out there that don't know what it is, how would you define that?
Okay, well, PCOS is, for me, basically, is like a hormonal imbalance. So it's like everybody gets different symptoms. Every woman will have a different symptoms because I got another friend as well. She has the same thing, but her symptoms is totally different from mine. Her one is internally, mine manifests physically. So it's like, I drew the short straw. So for her, it's like more like she gets overheated, she's anemic, she tends to have dizzy spells and faints. I don't get none of that. But for me, it's like, you get a list of loads of things like facial hair growing in places that's not meant to, acne scars, acne, hyperpigmentation. You get like heavy flows on your menstrual cycle. You just feel down, like no energy, no nothing. So it's like, and then also it's very hard to lose weight. Very, very hard to lose weight because you can gain the weight quick with PCOS, but losing it's very hard. And it's like, you can't overexert yourself with so much cardio because a lot of girls will be like, okay, I just need to do cardio. But with PCOS, it's not going to work with that from what I've been told. Like, you don't need to go over and beyond. It's like 40 minutes walk here and there. Like, that's what I even started to do because before, after training, after I lift weights, I'm going home. But now I start to, because I spoke to Miles. Miles did like a day where you could just check out your weight and see what goals you want to hit. So I did that, and he was like, he just said, you know what, hit 5 to 7K steps a day if you can. So after my workouts, I tend to do like 20-30 minutes on the treadmill after every workout. So just be like, okay, trying to get that body fat down but keep that muscle gain where it needs to be or higher. But PCOS it's hard. It does, and to be honest, there's no cure for it. There is no cure for it. So it's like, it's the everyday, living it by day, to be honest, and knowing what's good for you, for your body, what to eat, and just keeping that level of consistency, to be honest.
So that was going to be my next question, actually. So in terms of, like, is there anything that you change with your training or your eating habits around that? Around trying to manage your PCOS? Like, how do you do that? Just for a lot, because there's going to be like a lot of women out here that are watching it, maybe not have started their fitness journey or have started their fitness journey. They've got PCOS and they don't know what to do. Like,
well, I would say, because like I said, because everyone's different, I would say consult your GP first, because that's what I did. I consulted my GP first, and obviously trying to get on the NHS to get a breast reduction, you have to be a certain BMI and all that stuff. And losing that weight was not easy for me because of that PCOS. So it was like very, very difficult to hit that goal. But I would say if anyone's really concerned about it, I would say consult with your GP first. But with PCOS, it's all about managing the weight. Like, everyone's like, count your calories. I don't count. Believe it or not, I don't count my calories because it's too much hard work. I don't like hard work. I like soft life. I'm a baby girl. Please, I can't be counting calories. I've been doing work at the same time every day. But it's like, I would say portion control is a major thing. Like, I rather pick portion control over counting your calories. But as long as like you have a protein with every meal you have, protein and veg, that's those two, all those carbs and all that, you can put it to the side. But I would say protein with every meal you have, and veg or fruit or whatever with everything you have makes a big difference. And I do understand now why protein is good, because it makes me fuller for longer. So I don't really have to be binge eating, because I can binge eat. Like if I'm bored, I'm like hungry, but because it's out of boredom. So yeah, that's the downside. You tend to like binge eat when certain things hit and your insulin spikes.
Yeah.
So it's like you need to control that as well. Like all the sweet stuff you're eating doesn't help with PCOS either. All the sweet stuff, salty stuff. Me, I can't eat salt like that. So
Then my next question was going to be like, in terms of your menstrual cycle, when you're on your period, does the side effects change as well? Does it enhance it? What happens then? Like,
no,
it
makes it worse. For me personally, it makes it worse. Like I can't function.
Okay.
Like if you've noticed, I used to come to gym, I'll go missing for like a week and I'll be back the next week because I can't function.
Yeah.
Because it's very, and obviously because with that PCOS, fibroids now plays into part of it, because fibroids feeds on like blood, so it's like it's very hard. You get excruciating pains and you can't function, you can't move about as much. That's why I'm like looking at other girls and I'm like, you're lucky because you can still go to the gym whether you're on or not. So it's like, I would say eating healthy throughout those 3 weeks before is very important, because it does have a side effect on when you are your menstrual cycle, because I never noticed it. But then I did like a little experiment one time. I was like, okay, this month I'm just going to eat what I want. Like all the Coke, all the sweets that I want to have, and then see how it was. And I did it without it the following month. That following month without it made a big difference, because I was still able to like, maybe not on the first day of my menstrual cycle, but the second and third, I was able to still hit the gym.
Okay, got you.
But when I was eating whatever I want, I could not move, I could not function, my back was killing me.
Yeah.
The pain was too much. Like, so nutrition does play a big effect when it comes to fibroids and your menstrual cycle and your PCOS. So I would say keep consistent with eating habits. That makes me a hypocrite, but because my eating habits ain't all that, but yeah, it does play a good part. I'm not gonna lie.
It's good what you said, because it kind of seems like your routine is based off of you, and I always saying that as well. Like you kind of know what works for you. Although Deborah's saying this, the same thing, you might try, it might not work for you, but you found what works for you, which is great as well. You mentioned about fibroids. For people that don't know what that is, can you explain a bit more into that?
So fibroids are like little, they're not cysts, but they're like little like follicles or whatever that grow around like your ovaries and fallopian tube. So it's like, although it says people can still get pregnant on fibroids and all that, but it does play a big part when it comes to menstrual cycle, because like I said, it feeds on blood, it can grow, and when it grows too big, you tend to have to operate most times and get them removed. Sometimes you may be lucky, it will shrink and then die out, but it's like it's more common in the Afro-Caribbean, like mostly on Black women. That's where fibroids is mostly. So a lot of women some can have side effects, some can go out through their whole life without even knowing they have it. Yeah. Because it doesn't affect them as much. But it does, I would say, makes you very bloated as well. Like depending on the size, if it starts to grow a lot, your belly will be like swollen, like you're pregnant or whatever. So it's like, you may have that extra weight on the belly and you'll be like, but I'm gymming, but my belly's not going down. But it could be the fibroids that's affecting it. So like I said, consult your GP when it comes to fibroids, especially because I've been consulting my GP about my fibroids for years. It's only now things are starting to get going, what they can prescribe me and all that stuff, and the next step, all that stuff. So yeah,
because that's what I was going to mention as well. I'm sure with fibroids, in most cases, there's actually no symptoms, so you actually wouldn't know, right?
Yeah,
if you had, I thought that as well. Yeah,
you wouldn't at all, unless it's like you only know when you're like I said, your menstrual cycle. Yeah. When it's due to your menstrual cycle, you get very heavy bleeds, all this clotting and stuff like that. So girls tend to panic and be like, okay, this is not normal. Then you could tend to go to your GP and they will get you tested, do like a scan or an MRI or whatever they want to do. And then they'll be like, okay, yeah, this is what you have. This is how big it is. Yeah. It's not, they will tell you it's not life-threatening. Like, it's not life-threatening, to be honest, most times. Yeah. But then if it's too big, they will operate straight away and be like, okay, this has to be removed.
Cool. I feel like you explained both of them so well. So I feel like for people at home, they've definitely learned something today.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But
No, honestly,
I don't do medical. Okay, don't take
Disclaimer.
my word for it. Consult your GP. Consult your doctor.
Nah, you explained that so well. So I definitely know that some people watching this will definitely learn from that. So you mentioned about your surgery early on. So let's talk about that. So what made you go and do the surgery?
Whew.
Yeah, what made you go and do